Hello, 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 hello. Put my light on. Hello, everyone. Thank you and welcome, welcome, welcome to Smart Money Sisters. Thank you for joining us today. I want to ask you a question. Are you feeling anxious about your financial health? I mean, we are in some uncertain times, really, still. It's still going on. And some are in, you know, having some anxiousness or some uneasiness about their financial health during this time. And so I just want to let you know that if you are feeling that way, you are not alone. There are many who are feeling that way. So we're going to talk about one thing that you can do right now to ease that anxiety. Hi, my name is Tisha D. Colston, and I am a financial influencer coach for women, and I show women how to partner with God to achieve financial freedom so that she can create a life that she loves to live. So I facilitate growth naturally and spiritually around money, tear down the strongholds around money, giving you the tools, the resources, and the strategies you need to make, manage, and multiply money. You can find me on the web at tishadcolston.com. So keep coming back for and checking us out for weekly blog content because we'll update that every week. And all of my social media, you can find me at Tisha D. Colston. That's Instagram, that's Facebook, and that's YouTube. Just search for Tisha D. Colston. All right. So let's get into this. I'm going to give you two announcements. So I'm starting a free financial connect group at Catch the Fire Riley. All women, all men are welcome. Couples, come and join. Even if you do not attend Catch the Fire, this study is going to be on is 6 sessions and it's going to be online on Zoom. And we are talking about the topic of it is God owns it all. And it's all about transforming fear and confusion around finances into confidence and peace. So the Bible has many, many scriptures that addresses our financial questions. And so we're going to talk about those things as well as these principles have also been tested in the marketplace. So they've proven themselves. Listen, God's principles work and they are needed for us to manage our finances effectively. So his principles are going to help us to equip us to approach money management and financial planning with freedom. Listen, who the Son says free is free indeed. So he gives us principles so we can approach and we can manage and we can make and we can multiply with freedom and generosity, with contentment and with confidence. So, and then when we apply these biblical principles to our finances, everything just lines up. Hey, Valerie, how are you? Nice to see you. Thanks for joining. Everything just lines up. So our decisions are simplified. Our experiences, they just invite contentment in all areas of our lives. So we're going to start that. It is free. So it's free, y'all. You're going to get free coaching, okay? And it's starting in September. So I'm going to invite you to join us. I'm going to drop the link. Let me do that now. Let me drop the link to where you can sign up in the thing. Yes, God's principles will guide us. Exactly. That's the link to the Connect group. And so we are going to just it's six. We're going to do it bi-weekly to give you time to like process whatever we talk about and do your weekly things because I really want you to be able to dig into your own personal study and apply this to your life. So we're just going to meet every other week. This goes from the mid-September until December 5th, okay? And there is a book that you need to purchase. I don't know, the assignments and everything is going to be in this book. So even if you can join without it, but I don't know. So I'm dropping the link to Amazon in there as well so that you can go and purchase check out the book and purchase the book. I know Lifeway.com, Lifeway, they have like you can you go to Lifeway.com and you search for God Owns It All. They have like where you can do like rent it or just get it online for a couple dollars. So check out lifeway.com and see. I need to go look at that some more so the next time I talk about it I know what I'm talking about. I kind of briefly, I kind of briefly did it, but God owns it all is at Amazon. So I'm really looking forward to it. And so I hope you are too. The second announcement that I have is that I created a create and publish workshop, and we're doing a 7-day challenge, which is to help you to publish your journal. So we're doing a journal challenge, and it is to help you publish your journal in 7 days. So it's a 7-day challenge. There is a cost. So the training that I've done is $47. Okay. It is going to go up, y'all, because there's a lot in that training. So this is like my introductory, my soft launch cost. And um, so anyway, so if you are interested, sis, in creating and publishing a planner, a journal, a notebook for your brand, for your business. You got coaches. I get a lot of coaches. I get a lot of coaches who are looking to use that as a tool in their business. And then also there's some who just want to do it as a business. Like I just do it as a business. So, and it's just kind of evolving from there. My academy is called Sis Showed Me How. You know why? Because people are always asking me, how do I do this? So I said, you know what? I'm going to do an academy called Sis Show Me How. So this is the first course that is in there. So go and check it out at guess where? SisShowMeHow.com. Okay. So I will drop the link to that in the comments as well. So let's get into this for today. The one thing, let me drop that link in there. All right. Sis Show Me How. Okay. So let's get into today's topic. The one thing you can do right now to ease your financial anxieties. Listen, I want to let you know it's real simple. There's one thing that you can do to help to ease your anxieties right now. So what it is like there are three national credit reporting agencies, and guess what they are doing? They are allowing people to access and to monitor their credit reports for free. I pause for the dramatic effect. For free. Now, usually you can only access your credit reports one time a year for free, but they are allowing you to, hey, Teresa, they are allowing you to pull your credit report for free every single week. So the one thing that you can do to help ease financial anxieties, financial worries, is to pull your credit report. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. I understand. I have been through the ebbs and flows. Okay. So I have been from the no credit. We've all started with no credit, right? That's one thing we have in common is that we have all started with no credit. Okay. Because we just didn't have any credit history. And we've all, we've had to build credit history. And some of you may be there right now. This right here, you see this? Okay. So, but after that, I, built my credit up, and then it went down. I built it up, and then it went down. I went build it up. I went through a divorce, and then it went down again. And so, I have literally built and rebuilt credit. So I'm just telling you that the best thing you can do right now to ease. So I say that to say because it can be such like it's disheartening if you think that your credit is not good. So you think that your credit is not good, so you avoid pulling your credit report, right? Or you think that it's just going to be too much. And I understand that, but I want to encourage you today to go and pull your credit report and get, what what they're offering, which is for you to pull your credit report. I'm going to drop the link. It's annualcreditreport.com. Annualcreditreport.com. Wait, where'd you go? Here it is. Annualcreditreport.com. I'm just dropping links today, y'all. Dropping links today, okay? And so here's the thing. It's not just annual right now. It's weekly. It is weekly. So go to annualcreditreport.com and pull your credit report. So now, once you do that, what do you do? What do you do next? What do you do? What do you do after you pull your credit report? Well, the first thing you want to do is review it, right? You want to review it. I know it sounds like a no-brainer, but I'm gonna tell you how many times I have done things like and then not even taking a look at it. I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that. Another thing is like, you're still putting it off for later. Okay. So pull your credit report and then review your credit report. Okay. What am I reviewing my credit report for? Well, just look at it. Just look at it to see how it looks. Does it look like how you want it to look? Listen, what am I looking for? I'm looking for in this moment. I want you to just look for errors. I want you to just look for errors. In my last one, when I pulled it, when I started to rebuild again, right? Not the last one, but when I started to rebuild again, I noticed stuff on my credit report that was just wrong. Like, um, they had me with a different last name. They had me with different addresses, different phone numbers. I had the ex's phone numbers on my credit report and addresses I've never lived in. I was like, who lived at this address? I've never lived at this address. And so you want to make sure that all your information is right. So whatever information that is there, whether it's addresses, whether it's phone numbers, whether it's employers, if you've never worked there, have them take it off, and you can dispute right online, and you can say it. It was such an easy process. You don't need to have someone else to do it. You just need to take a weekend and go and do that. Okay. You don't need to write a letter, actually. This is not for that dispute process. There are some things you can dispute online. It's just called a dispute, but you can bring it to their attention and ask them to remove it. There's some things where you should send a letter in, and you can take your addresses and things, and if they're right, okay, check box, it's right. If it's wrong, we got to remove this. So I want you to go take a look at your credit report, and I want you to look for any errors, any mistakes. So errors in your addresses, okay? So that's we're not even getting to the credit part yet, right? Then I want you to take a look at anything you see that might be not being reported correctly, whether it's balances. Keep in mind that the balances are behind. So let's say that you paid off a credit card 2 days ago. It's not going to reflect on your credit report just then. I would give it 30 to 60 days because it just 60 days because it depends on when their cutoff is and when you pulled the credit report. So you would have to give that some time. But the good news is that you can pull it every single week and check. Okay. I'm just loving the fact that it's doing that. And so what happened was when COVID happened, then they opened that up for us to be able to get our free weekly credit reports. And so this is going on and will be until April of 2021. So I would capitalize on that. I would pull up your credit reports, make sure that everything in there is reporting correctly, fix your addresses, and then take a look at your credit, that's on there. Look and see if what on there true. If it's not true, highlight it. Highlight it if it's not true. Whatever is not true, this is what I suggest. Before you fix anything, whatever is not true, just highlight it. Print it out, number one. Let me back up. Print it out because it's something about ink on paper. So print it out, highlight any errors that are incorrect. Okay, addresses, bound. Now we moved on to balances, or even just if there's something on there that is not even yours, then highlight those things. Okay, and then the last thing you want to do is contact the companies that you owe. So, if you are struggling to pay your bills right now because of coronavirus crisis, listen, there's a lot of people who are in this situation even still. And so if you are struggling to do that, then the best thing that you can do is to contact the credit company that you owe money, okay, or just the company that you owe money, And a lot of times, because we're all in this situations together, they can do things like, I'm not saying they will, I'm saying, but there are some options with certain companies to do forbearances, which is to put it off for a certain period of time. Maybe they can put you on a payment plan. Maybe they can postpone your payment, because most of the time, creditors and companies don't want to tank your credit. It's just what we fail to do is we fail to keep them in the loop as to what's going on. I mean, and there's reasons why we do that. It's like can be a little traumatic for us sometimes when it comes to dealing with these issues. But the thing is, sis, you got to deal with it. You got to deal with it. And listen, your credit is your credit. If you are married, your credit is your credit. Now, you may have things where you are on accounts together, but your credit is your credit. So you go and take care of your credit and make sure that you pull that information up. Contact the credit companies. Check your credit report regularly to make sure that it's correct, because people in this time are doing some scandalous kinds of things, right? So make sure that your payment arrangements or forbearances and how that's showing up on your credit report. Um, so if you have payment arrangements or temporary forbearances, there's a CARES Act that requires creditors to report those accounts as current. So this is why you need to, work with them. And if you have a payment plan, and are issued a forbearance, yesterday we talked about the government has extended the forbearance for student loans up until the end of the year. So all of those reports have to be reported as current. So, sis, the one thing that you can do to ease your financial concerns and improve your financial health in this time of COVID-19 and pandemic, don't panic. Pull your credit report. Go to annualcreditreport.com. No one gets commissions for doing this. Go to annualcreditreport.com. Pull your credit report with the three major credit review bureaus and review your credit. And let's get going. Let's do it now. Don't wait till this is what we do. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until the beginning of the year. In the beginning of the year, we want to do everything in the beginning of the year. No, at the beginning of the year, you maybe want to have that plan already in place. So you can. My beginning of the year always for me starts now. Like I don't know what it is, but fourth quarter for me is like first quarter for me. Like I don't know, it just feels like a new year. I don't know who else feels like a new year to you, but to me it does. It feels like a new year, and maybe I maybe because there's a few reasons why I think that is for me, and so I just want to say Happy New Year. Get going. Pull your credit report. You don't have to do it every week. I know they're offering it every week, but you don't have to do it every week, but if you do make changes to it, then go ahead and pull it up and make sure that those changes have applied to your account. Pull your credit report. Put the bells and whistles on there that notify you if someone's pulled your credit or if someone has done if something new has happened on your credit report, so you can know when new events happen. So the one thing, just to recap, that you can do to ease your financial concerns during this time, sis, pull your credit report, and it's free on annualcreditreport.com. All right. So that's all I got for you today, my sisters. Join me in my group there. That's coming up on the September 16th. All right. And I hope to even see you in the workshop if that's something that you are interested to. Until we meet again here in the Smart Money Sisters, the Lord bless you. The Lord keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you, be gracious unto you. The Lord turn his face towards you and give you peace. Bye. As soon as I find where you're at, I'm